And hello, everyone, and welcome in to 2023 WIAA football live on Zaleski Sports. Tonight we've got the Spash Panthers, a Valley Football Association matchup with the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Lucas Holheisel doing the production here tonight. And this is your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. Spash comes into this matchup at 2-1 overall on the season. You watched their last game at Hortonville, had live on Zaleski Sports for you. A 26-10 win for Spash against Hortonville last week. That was their first conference game of the season in the Valley Football Association. Also had a little bit of a notable interview bite there for you from Ahmad Konopacki, the star wide receiver for Spash. You know, he didn't use the word guarantee, but if you go back and look at that video, he said that the Panthers are going to win conference this year. So Spash Konopacki making this Panthers team's intentions this year pretty clear, which of course, as they should be eyeing that conference trophy, but not if the Raiders tonight have anything to say about it. They're 0-3 on the season, 0-1 in Valley Football Association conference play. They're coming off a loss 21-0 to Wausau West. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here from the great folks over at Auto Select. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and on Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. From oil changes, check engine lights, brakes, struts, shocks, tires, your vehicle is always in good hands with Auto Select. Quality, dependable automotive care from service experts you can trust in Stevens Point and Plover.
Welcome back, everybody, as we return to your Auto Select pregame show. Spash Panthers, Wisconsin Rapids Raiders set to kick off here live from Gerke Field in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Caleb Jacoby alongside Lucas Holheisel doing the production here tonight. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go. Pre-game show has come to a close. Here is the kickoff. Spash Panthers will receive it, and a great kick into the end zone for a touchback by Ashton Fisher, the senior kicker. And here comes the Spash Panther offense. It was a pretty great night last week against Hortonville for the Panthers. You had the Chandana to Konopacki connection, our two Highlight House players of the game last week in Hortonville for the Panthers. Also last week for Spash, kind of a trick play as well. They ran a sweep over to Charlie Belson, or a swing pass to Belson, and he wound up throwing a deep ball to Konopacki. But again, offensively, the Spash Panthers had it going, and of course, holding Hortonville to just 10 points as well. They're going to go up the middle to Braylon Smola to start things off here tonight. Smola will gain 1 yard on the play. He'll bring up 2nd and 9. Smola is our Highlight House player of the game in the Panthers' win in Week 2 against Hudson here at home. Shotgun look, Spash, a shotgun offense, usually with 3 receiver sets with a wing back there as well. Chandana going to drop back to throw. Going to find Konopacki, and Konopacki got wrapped up here, and hopefully he's all right. That was not a pretty way to get tackled there. Konopacki doesn't seem to be hurt at all. Good to see. Going to go back to the huddle. A gain of 0. No gain brings up 3rd and 9, making the play. That time was Ashton Fisher, the defensive back for the Raiders, as well as the kicker we just saw before. So 3rd and long to start things off for Spash. Trips left. And Madlina comes in motion to the other side. Chandana going to go up the middle to Smola, and that was, I don't know if it was the exact same play as Smola is going to have a first down here. an 10-yard gain, looks like, on the play for Braylon Smola, and it's a Spash first down. But again, that was very similar to, I don't know if it was the exact same play because they went outside the tackle instead of inside the tackle this time, but last week, about 3 or 4 occasions, we had that kind of delayed counter by the Panthers where Smola scored a 50-yard touchdown one time and a lot of good gains off that play. The other times they ran it as well. 1st and 10 Spash from the 31-yard line. Chandana drops back to throw, tucking it up the middle. He's got room up the middle here near midfield, and Chandana slides feet first and takes the first down. A 12-yard gain, or excuse me, a 16-yard gain for the starting quarterback, Grant Chandana. 1st and 10 from the 46, and Spash now has a good drive going here. They had to convert a 3rd and long to keep it alive at 3rd and 9. They're going to go up the middle to Smola again. Smola trapping the feet and gets driven back. Gains a few on the play. He'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. And Spash going no huddle here. The Panthers like to speed up the tempo quite a bit, especially when they get a big play. A lot of times you'll see him off a big gain. Go hurry up. Try to catch the defense out of the set that they want. Shotgun look here. Chandana. Smola back there. Ellinger there as well. Play action pass, Booth. They're going to go for Ellinger out of the backfield. He catches it and will gain about 4 yards on the play. We'll see where they mark him. Ellinger had a touchdown reception last week for the Panthers as well. 4-yard gain will bring up 3rd and 3 for Spash. So Ellinger with the 4-yard catch. And he had I think it was about a 10-yard touchdown catch. It was really a great play made to dive into the end zone. Had to lunge ahead and carry a couple defenders to score it, did Ellinger in that road win against Hortonville. Chandana going to go up the middle himself and gain a couple. He might be just short of the first down marker. We'll see where they mark it. And right now it looks like they might be marking it right at the marker. And the referees are discussing it. And I think they're going to bring the chains out here. Yep, they're going to measure this one. I believe so. And here come the chain gang. Here comes the chain gang. Again, to my naked eye, it looked a little bit short. And based on where they have it marked, as far as the yard marker, it looks like it might be just short of the 36. But that's why we're bringing out the chains, to see for sure. And they extend it out, and going to be first down. Just getting the first down. Yeah, the Spash Panthers, and that just got the nose of the ball. First down Panthers. Another 3rd down conversion, their second of the drive. That one a little bit shorter and easier than the first one. Took a 10-yard run from Smola to get the first down in the first 3rd down conversion of this drive. 2 receivers bunched up to the bottom of your screen here. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Chandana takes the snap. Quick screen out to Konopacki. He's got blocking out there and some space down the sideline. Taken out of bounds, but not before he picks up the first down and a flag down. Coach Eigenberger for the Panthers was looking for a flag, and he gets it. I think this is going to be a late hit. Maybe tackling Konopacki out of bounds, perhaps. We'll see what the call is here. It looked like about a 13-yard gain without the penalty. And if this is a takedown out of bounds, that's a 15-yard penalty. Yep, personal foul. Called against the Raiders. like he might have pointed to Spash as well, but no, that's just a personal foul call against the Raiders. Will move the ball to the 19-yard line of the Raiders, and the Panthers are in the red zone. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. That's Madalena and Konopacki. None to the left. Bunched up set here. Chandana, quick screen to Konopacki. Exact same play. And this one doesn't work quite as well. Gaining a few is Konopacki. And we'll see where they mark this. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers here in the red zone. Again, no huddle again here for the Panthers. Chandana, Konopacki to the top of your screen. Madalena at the bottom of it. Madalena in motion and a whistle. Flag down. We'll see the call here. False start call against the Panthers. So that'll back Spash up 5 yards here. It'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Madalena in motion again. Chandana takes the snap, fakes it up the middle, going over the middle to Ellinger, and he's got the catch, taken down at the 10-yard line. Very close to a Spash first down on the 12-yard completion to the tight end, Ethan Ellinger. The 6'5" tight end makes the catch. Oh, and he's down at the 5-yard line, so easily a first down. Spash going to go hurry up. Handoff up the middle to Smola, following his blockers and taken down. Going to be short of the goal line, down at the 2-yard line for Smola. And again, this is the exact spot in the field where you really are glad he got it back like Smola, kind of a bowling ball running back that Smola is. That is the guy you want in short yardage situations. And it's 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. And this time Chandana going to take it himself, and he is across the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Grant Chandana with the rushing touchdown for the Panthers as he sneaks up the middle and powers through for the score. Grant Chandana scores it, and the Panthers take an early 6-0 lead in this conference matchup over the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders. Now on for the extra point. Sawyer Zugi on to kick it. And the extra point, up and good from Zugi. And Spash takes the 7-0 lead. We'll take a quick break, be back with more Valley Football Association football after this on Zaleski Sports.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Welcome back, everybody. That touchdown you just saw before the break, the Grant Chandana sneak up the middle, was your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel touchdown. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never even happened. And Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. And think to the pleasure of everybody in the stands and up in the press box here, the sun has gone down behind some clouds and might be down for the night. The kickoff returned out to near the 30-yard line. Again, Gerke Field, a beautiful place to play football, no doubt about it. The UW-Stevens Point Pointers play here, Spash Panthers and Pacelli Cardinals, but the only downside is that the sun sets right in the eyes of the home fans and also of our camera here and us sitting up here in the press box. So you're always applauding when that sun goes down. And here come the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders, their first offensive drive. Receiver down to the bottom side of your screen is Jackson Laskowski. And the Raiders going under center here. And the fake up the middle. No, they're going to hand it up the middle. Trevor Martin, the quarterback, hands it up the middle. We'll see if we can. The number here. Sager on the carry. Caden Sager, the running back, the junior. 2nd and 6 here for the Raiders. 4-yard gain. And a quick sneak up the middle, going to gain 5 yards for the quarterback, Trevor Martin. Must have just had no defensive tackle there in the A-gap. As Martin powers forward for 5, it brings up 3rd and 1 here for the Raiders. Again, two very different offensive schemes. The Raiders with much more of a power look there. 2 running backs in the backfield, 3 if you include the wing back there. 3rd and 1. Martin under center, going to hand off up the middle to the fullback. And that was Sager again, and he's got first down. Caden Sager on the carry. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Or excuse me, for the Raiders. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And the Raiders run that like kind of triple option style offense. They usually have that wingback swinging around back as well. Or a lot of times they do at least. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be another first down. In at quarterback that time was Jonah Rasmussen. Maybe I just read the numbers wrong, unless the Raiders really go with multiple quarterback sets that often. And yeah, that was. So Rasmussen was in at quarterback that time. So already had a different quarterback in the game here for the Raiders. Brings up 1st and 10. I believe that was Sager once again on the carry from the 45 here. Martin handoff up the middle and taken down for about a 2-yard gain. Cohen Lehman, the running back on the carry. Lehman gains 2, brings up 2nd and 8 for Wisconsin Rapids. Second and 8 here. Just under 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, Spash, in their opening drive, they took the kickoff and received the opening kick, and they scored on their opening drive a Chandna rushing touchdown. 2nd and 8. Martin, the handoff up the middle again, and falling forward, carrying Spash defender for a few yards is, again, Cohen Lehman. Lehman very well could have been down at the line of scrimmage there, but kept the feet moving and fell forward for a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Raiders. Again, as per usual here at Gerke Field, these homestands packed full. Spash Panther fans. 3rd and 5, handoff up the middle, falling forward and down short of the first down marker. And on the carry again, it was Cohen Lehman. Again, I often joke a little bit when covering Spash Panther games here that usually do get a better turnout for these Spash Panther games than you even see for the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point games a lot of times. Again, the Pointers have struggled a little bit these last couple of years. And quarterback sneak up the middle, 4th and 1, going to be a first down for the Raiders. And that was Rasmussen in at quarterback again. Jonah Rasmussen, the junior, on the sneak. He'll come out, and Martin will come back in. And the Raiders with another first down. First and 10 now from the 34-yard line for the Raiders. Again, under center is Martin. And he keeps it himself this time, cuts it up the middle, and taken down. Maybe a gain of 2. Standifer on the tackle. Brett Standifer making the tackle. Gain of maybe a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. But again, that time if you're Martin, if he goes back on film, he might want to have pitched that back to his wingback that time. Nonetheless, it'll bring up 2nd and 9, and that looks like Rasmussen back in at quarterback. Rasmussen going to go up the middle to Lehman, and a gain of about 4 on the play. Cohen Lehman on the carry. And it'll bring up 3rd and 4 here for the Raiders. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. 3rd and 4. Martin the handoff to Lehman again, and Lehman's got some space. Breaks one tackle, trying to find the left sideline, but taken down from behind. It'll be a first down again for the Raiders. Tackle by Gavin Stelzer that time, but it's a first down for the Raiders and for the running back, Cohen Lehman. Taken down at the 14-yard line. And the Raiders driving here. Again, they're coming off that loss to Wausau West last week, and they lost 21-0. But most of that game was 7-0. It was a close matchup. Wausau West didn't pull away until the 4th quarter. Rasmussen hands it off up the middle and gain of about 2. Caden Sager. And again, there's definitely some folks in Zaleski Sports, some people, football people that expect Wausau West to be one of the top teams, if not the top team in this conference this year. Obviously, Spash looking to have something to say about that last week at their conference win. But again, Rapids kept that one close against Wausau West, a very good Wausau West team last week. 2nd and 8, and Martin hands it off up the middle once again, and Rapids just bulldozing their way down the football field here. Gain of about 2 again will bring up 3rd and 6. I believe that was Sager once again on the carry. Again, this is a clash of offensive styles here tonight. Spash with a much more opened up 3-wide receiver set, shotgun almost 100% of the time, and mixes a lot more pass into their game plan. But Wisconsin Rapids with the old-fashioned power offense, 3 backs, 2 receivers, under center. Hard count here, 3rd and 6. That's Rasmussen back there. And I think that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time runs out in this first quarter. Spash leads it 7-0 over Wisconsin Rapids. We'll step aside, be back with more Valley Football Association Conference football after this on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
Welcome back, everybody. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 6. Rapids, their first pass attempt of the game was broken up, and it'll bring up 4th and 6, and it looks like the Raiders are going to go with a field goal here. 4th and 6. This field goal will be from the 10-yard line, and to kick it is Ashton Fisher, running back / defensive back. Kick is up, and it is through and good. Field goal up and good for Ashton Fisher, and Wisconsin Rapids gets on the board with their first 3 points of the night. 7-3 Spash. We'll take a break. Back in 30 seconds after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back, everybody. 7-3 Spash over Wisconsin Rapids in this Valley Football Association Conference matchup here tonight. Get your customized uniforms, team shirts, school apparel, and so much more from Meta Custom in Stevens Point. Sports-specific gear, screen printing, plaques, trophies, and custom gift items are all available at Meta Custom. Fisher to kick off. Back to return looks like Madalena and Izzy Moore. Moore going to take it on the bounce, and he's got a gap up the middle here. Now going to try it for the left sideline, but a great tackle. It winds up a nice return, though, for Izzy Moore. A great tackle, though, from Ashton Fisher. Fisher has proven to be an excellent tackler here tonight of his defensive back spot. And that one, again, that looked like Moore, if he could cut it and get it to the outside, it was going to have space, but Fisher just perfectly played that and took Moore down at the 36-yard line. And if he didn't do that, that would have been a lot more for Izzy Moore. 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And in the typical shotgun set for Spash. And they're going to go to Smola, an outside zone here. Handoff and gain of about maybe 1 or 2. Give him 2 yards on the carry. He'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. On the 2-yard gain from Braylon Smola. Shotgun look. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Ellinger in the backfield. Handoff, no play action fake. They're going to go to Ellinger on the little flat route off the hands, incomplete. And even if Ellinger would have caught that he likely would have been taken down immediately. As right behind him there was Sawyer Brooks, the corner for Wisconsin Rapids. And again, I misspoke earlier. Spash doesn't typically use even 2 running backs. It's just 1. Ellinger, not a running back. That's their tight end back there. So very much a contrast in styles. So Spash's spread set in Wisconsin Rapids power set offensively. Trips left here. It brings up 3rd and 9. Madalena comes in motion. Now out on a flat pattern. Chandana gets the edge. Going to go deep down the field. A tough throw as he's hit as he throws. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Belson. And that Belson had some space there on the sideline, but it was going to have to be a totally perfect throw. And with the pressure from Grayson Reimer, the linebacker for Wisconsin Rapids, that made that throw nearly impossible for Chandana. It was going to be a very tough throw. Chandana couldn't quite get the edge on that boot. It'll bring up 4th and 9. First punt of the game. Belson back to punt for the Panthers. And a decent punt here. Back and going to take a Spash roll. Madalena picks it up. And that one picked up at the 24-yard line by the Panthers, and that's where Wisconsin Rapids will start their second drive of the night. It is at the 24-yard line. Wisconsin Rapids is going to look to potentially improve on that last drive. Field goal, get Culligan water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at culliganh2o.com. Play action. No, handoff up the middle here. That time was Sager. And Sager will be near first down. Gain of 10, and they will give him the first down. Brings up 1st and 10 now. From the 34-yard line as Sager gains 10. And this Raider run game giving the Panthers fits right now. Handoff, that's Rasmussen. Handing off up the middle to Lehman once again. Lehman going to gain a few. Lehman, they're going to give him 7 yards on the carry. Will bring up 2nd and 3 for the Raiders here. Second and 3. 2 receivers, 3 backs. Hand off. No, the fake from Martin. He's going to take it himself, and he's got a first down. 6-yard carry for Trevor Martin, the senior quarterback, and another first down for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, Wisconsin Rapids runs that triple option, and that's always a wrench to throw in if you run that as a team. Defensively, it can be tough to defend. You have to be very disciplined in your assignments defensively. Normally you'll have somebody assigned to the quarterback, somebody assigned to the running back, somebody assigned to the wing back that's coming back for the pitch. But you have to be very disciplined in that approach. You can't try to find out where the ball is, and that's going to be another handoff up the middle, another gain of 7 for Wisconsin Rapids. But it's a lot easier said than done, as that's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Again, most of the time, the way defenses defend it or try to defend it is, again, you'll assign, for example, the defensive end to the quarterback, defensive back or outside linebacker to the pitchman, and then you got your defensive tackle and inside linebackers focusing on the run up the middle. But again, it's easier said than done, and a lot of times that defensive end can get fooled on the fake handoff up the middle, and that's where you see quarterbacks get the space to the outside. It brings up 2nd and 4 here for Wisconsin Rapids. And they're going to go up the middle. And a gain of a few here. Going to be close. Sager on the carry. I think he's going to be just short. It'll bring up 3rd and inches here for Wisconsin Rapids. On the carry from Sager. And I'd expect Rapids to just go QB sneak here. We've seen them do it already tonight. Martin, and that's very close to a false start. They're not going to call it. Rasmussen got away with one there. That was absolutely a false start on the quarterback, Rasmussen. He took a couple stutter steps back under center. And that likely should have been a false start, but referees didn't see it. First down, Wisconsin Rapids. And there was the QB sneak, by the way. 1st and 10, Raiders. Martin going to hand off up the middle, and gaining a couple is Lehman. We'll bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Panthers. 7:45 left here in the first half. 2nd and 8. Wisconsin Rapids looking to take the lead here on this drive. Heartland Custom Homes is Central Wisconsin's premier home builder. For 50 years, Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. Rasmussen into the game, and he'll go up the middle with it. Hand it to his running back, and the Panthers do a nice job there. Stuffing it up. Standifer makes the play. And on the carry that time was Cohen Lehman. And now they're going to give him a couple here. So 2 yards still, brings up 3rd and 6. And again, this is where when you're running up against a power run team that runs triple option, 3rd and 6 qualifies as 3rd and long, absolutely. You get them thinking, should we pass here? But likely teams don't. They're going to go up the middle here and going to be very close to a first down. That was Caden Sager on the carry. He might be just a yard short. And they are going to mark him just short. If Standifer the tackle again. And 4th and less than a yard coming up. Raiders 1 for 1 on 4th down conversion so far tonight. Fourth and 1. And again, you got to think with Rasmussen in the game, they're going to look to just go right up the middle on a sneak again. Motion man coming across. And little hard count here from Rasmussen, and the Raiders are going to call a timeout. Timeout, Wisconsin Rapids. We will step aside. It's 7-3, Stevens Point over Wisconsin Rapids. Back with more WIAA football after this on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 7-3. Spash over Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids just called a timeout before they would have been called for a delay of game penalty. Come to Par 4 Bistro in Wapaka for a wonderful dining experience with a full menu of delicious options. Perfect for date nights, family night out, or your next get-together. Come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Wapaka. It is 4th and 1 here for the Raiders in Spash territory. Again, they've gone sneak in this case before, and again, that's very close to a false start. The way that Rasmussen takes that snap, and maybe it just looks awkward on the way he takes it, but that's going to be a first down for Wisconsin Rapids. I mean, it's very close. Maybe he's just bobbling the ball after he snaps it, but it is very close to a false start on Rasmussen there. If the refs wanted to call it, they'd have good reason to. It's a first down. Rasmussen goes up the middle, and a gain of a couple once again. And was that Martin? I believe that was Martin taking the carry that time. Looks like it was. Trevor Martin on the carry. It's normally the starting quarterback. And actually that was Tyson Stempa, 18, not 16. Tyson Stempa on the carry that time. Martin comes back in at quarterback. Off the gain of 3, it brings up 2nd and 7. Martin under center and whistle. Timeout, Wisconsin Rapids once again. They were likely near a delay of game. We'll take a timeout as well. Take a quick break. Be back with more WIAA football live from Stevens Point after this on Zaleski Sports.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 7-3. Spash over Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids threatening here near the red zone at 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Again, they run that power triple option offense, and you can look at it as a positive or negative if you're the team. You take a lot of time off the clock when you're as run heavy as Wisconsin Rapids is. That's why we're already under 5 minutes here in the second quarter. But again, when you run this type of offense, when you get down here, you need to make it count, as Martin's going to hand it off up the middle. Let's see what back comes out of the pile. I believe that was Lehman on the carry. It was. 3-yard gain brings up 3rd and 4. But again, with this type of offense, you've got to be able to convert on 3rd downs, 4th downs if you get close enough. And Wisconsin Rapids has been able to do it so far tonight. 3rd and 4. They've just steadily been gaining 3 yards, 4 yards on most carries. Martin under center. Play action pass. They're going to go deep to the end zone here, and incomplete. Great coverage, but a flag. A flag down on the coverage that time was Jackson Spees. Intended receiver was Jackson Laskowski. And we'll see what the call is here. Again, where the flag was thrown looks like it very well could be pass interference or holding call. And there it is, pass interference against Stevens Point. That's going to go against Jackson Spees. Spees got called for a couple holding penalties in that. He got called for back-to-back holding calls against Hortonville last week. He also had 2 interceptions last week. And that's going to put the ball inside the 10. So, again, Spees is an aggressive corner. And we've seen it work out for him with some picks this year and some penalties as well. Again, that was a close call. To my naked eye, I didn't see it. But, again, you got to go with the referee's call down there. There was some contact for sure. And that's going to be a gain. Martin kept it. 1st and goal, make it 2nd and goal. We'll see where they mark the ball here. Looks like the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6. As that Spash Panther student section makes some noise over there. Martin under center. Lehman behind him. And he'll drop back and keep it himself. Got some space, but taken down pretty quickly over there on the far side. Martin with the carry. Rashka, Standifer, and Stelzer in on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and goal from the 5 here for Wisconsin Rapids. And 5 yards to go to the end zone here for Wisconsin Rapids. But you got to think it's probably 4-down territory this close, depending on how much they do or don't gain. Rasmussen takes it up the middle himself. Gains maybe 1 or 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. Again, you will not see a more smash mouth style of football, grind you out style of football than what the Raiders play. Gain of 1 yard here. 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line. Timeout, Stevens Point. We will take a timeout as well. Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids 7-3 as we near the close of the first half. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back, everybody. 7-3 Stevens Point over Wisconsin Rapids. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. 4th and goal coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, we talked about it. The plus side of running this offense, you take a lot of time off the clock, but the bad side is sometimes if you can't convert these, you take time off the clock without scoring any points. But we'll see what happens here. 4th and goal from the 4. Handoff up the middle, powering forward, and they call him into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Wisconsin Rapids takes the 10-7 lead. And they credit the score on the rush to Caden Sager. Touchdown, Sager. Wisconsin Rapids takes the 10-7 or the 9-7 lead, excuse me. Extra point coming up. I'm just assuming the extra point's going in for some reason, which you shouldn't do at the high school level. It is not automatic. Here's the extra point. Ashton Fisher, and there you go. Blocked, no good. Keeps the score at 9-7. Spash blocks the extra point. 9-7 Wisconsin Rapids. We will take a break. Be back with more Valley Football Association football live from Gerke Field after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Rocky Rococo's Pizza. For your next catering, birthday party, family night out, or just lunch on the move, make it a delicious, cheesy, Chicago-style deep dish slice from the one, the only Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. 9-7 Wisconsin Rapids. And again, that for the Raiders, I mean, I don't have an exact time of possession clock on me, but that was near about 7 or 8 minutes, I believe, for the Raiders. And that kick's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. Great kick from Ashton Fisher again on the kickoff. But again, that is, if you're Wisconsin Rapids, if you're a team that runs the grinded-out, ball control, ground-heavy offense, that is the exact drive you want. Take 3-4 downs every single time. Take off as much clock as you can and put the ball into the end zone. That is exactly what you want. And now it puts Spash now in a position, the other team, where you almost have to score each and every drive. Chandana drops back to throw wide open over the middle. It's Charlie Belson. And running, can he take this to the end zone? A Raider chasing him down and will take him down at the 5-yard line. That is a 75-yard reception for Charlie Belson. Wide open over the middle on the throw from Grant Chandana. But you got to give a lot of credit to Lucas Schuld on the tackle. He sprinted down the field. He's got to be absolutely gassed after doing that. Schuld chases Belson down and takes him down. Oh, they mark him at the 11-yard line. So the 11-yard line. About a 70-yard gain then. But what a play on your first play for the Panthers, shotting out of Belson. And now it's 1st and goal. Where do they have the ball marked here? No, we are at the 6-yard line. So ball at the 6. Handoff up the middle to Smola, and Smola's taken down at the 5. And it will bring up 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line again. Talk about a difference in play styles. Wisconsin Rapids takes nearly 20 plays and 7 minutes to get down the field. Spash goes in one play down the field for 70 yards. And now here, Spash wisely letting that clock run here. Shantana going to hand it to Smola. Smola cuts it up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Braylon Smola goes off tackle for the Spash score. And Stevens Point reclaims the lead here with a minute to go in the first half. Braylon Smola off tackle with the score. Makes it 13-9 as Smola gets a standing ovation come to the sideline here. And on for the extra point, Zugi to kick it. Kick is up and good. Zugi converts the extra point. 14-9 Panthers. We'll step aside, be back with the final minute of the first half after this on your hometown Wisconsin Sports Network, Zaleski Sports.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 14-9. Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids is in this Valley Football Association matchup. Find deals on everything for your four-legged friends at Fleet Farm. Check out the huge selection of treats, toys, and food for your dog or cat. Shop and save on top brands like Purina, Science Diet, Tidy Cats, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Spash to kick off, up 14-9, 1 minute on the clock. And the kick is away. Kicker Mason Dillingham. And going to go out of bounds on the kick here from Dillingham. And that's going to give the Raiders great field position here. But again, we've talked a lot about the differing play styles between these two teams. Spash more of a spread offense, passing it much more, even though they've got a great run game with Braylon Smola and that offensive line back there. But a lot of different styles. Spread offense for Spash, power offense from Wisconsin Rapids, and only downside of a power offense like this is that situations like this, 1 minute to go in the half, aren't necessarily your friend. But they're going to come out in under center here, same formation. But we'll see if they go with more passes here. Those 3- and 4-yard runs, not going to get them down there in time. And the handoff going to be a gain of a couple. They'll give them 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 here for the Raiders. Second and 7, and the Raiders not going to call a timeout here. They might just try to run this clock out here. Handoff up the middle. No, Martin's going to keep it and taken down for the gain of a couple. Also a reminder that coming up at halftime in about 20 seconds here, we're going to have the episode number 4 of Edgar Wildcat Hard Knocks live for you here on Zaleski Sports, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Or no, do we have a timeout? I think we had a timeout. The timeout, Wisconsin Rapids. We'll keep it here. Keep it here from our friends over at Nicolet Bank. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or you can learn more at nicoletbank.com. And Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment, needs, and delivery to any job site. Look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point for all of your equipment needs. And thanks to our game day sponsors, U.S. Bank of Stevens Point, Franny's Family Restaurant, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Arbuckle's Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. 3rd and 4, had a timeout on the field. We'll see what the Raiders decide to do here. And the referee mouthing something over to the sideline here. And Coach Eigenberger is very confused here. He's up in arms about something here to the referees. I don't know what. Coach Eigenberger, I think that'd be something on the clock. Might be a clock situation here. And I can't imagine that's what Coach Eigenberger was asking for, to add more time to the clock. Well, nonetheless, it's going to bring up 3rd and 4, 23 seconds on the game clock. Martin, they're going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it himself and power forward. It's a first down to midfield. And do the Raiders, the Raiders are going to hurry up here. And maybe they've called, they're going to move the chains here. 15 seconds on the clock. And Wisconsin Rapids calls another timeout. So we're going to take a quick break. Be back with the final 15 seconds of the first half after this on Zaleski Sports, live from Stevens Point.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back, everybody. Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids 14-9 as we get set to finish this first half. But Wisconsin Rapids, I think they're going to make some. My guess is we're going to have a pass here. You call timeout at the 50-yard line. Might try to heave it down there and try to make something miraculous happen at the end of the half. Martin going to play action pass. He's got Ellinger all over him, and a sack for the defensive end, Ethan Ellinger. And that is going to end the first half. The sack from Ellinger takes us to the end of the first half. Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids 14-9. Again, be sure to stay tuned. We'll have episode number 4 of Edgar Wildcat Hard Knocks coming up live for you after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza. Pan-style pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce. Toppings and slices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
Edgar Football Hard Knocks is brought to you by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org to learn more.
So we're hitting right shoulder and driving. Now again, get off the ball. Get off the ball together. Here we go. On one. Down. Set. Hut. Get after it. Oh. It's quick feet. It's lightning quick. Keep your eyes up. Feel the ground beneath you. Understand where
Right here, right here.
Oh. Sense. Lightning. Hut. Set. Hut. Cheeky devil. Sheesh. Face apple back. Baby, all twisted up. Feet up. Sat. Hut. Oh. Come on. Say. Hut. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Hut. Hut.
Right there. Woo, baby.
Hut. Into the square.
Top right. All day. Whoa, not even close.
That was a Leighton Schuett.
Here we go. Flanker. Right here. Flanker.
The exact alignment.
Load right, 38 power sweep.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good. Good job. Way to correlate the drill. Yeah, shot.
25 power tackle on set.
Tempo out of the huddle. Tempo out of the huddle. It's a mindset. Yeah. Sell the fake.
Hey.
Read.
What play was that? 36-1.
Everybody got
Hey, T.
Turn it around. Pistol. Careful. Go. A little more air.
Hey.
It's impossible to stop 9 guys in this game. A, you have 1 guy free no matter what. B, you know 2 guys are missing because you have so many guys coming.
As the Wildcats and Cardinals square off in this non-conference matchup, Edgar in the Merriwood and Pacelli in the Central Wisconsin Conference. Straight under center, he wants to throw, straight drop, they want to go deep, they've got a man behind the defense, it's caught at the 8-yard line, into the end zone, it's a touchdown for the Wildcats, and a long pass play completed from Tegan Strite to Leighton Schuett, and a 43-yard touchdown pass, straight drop, Schuett got behind the defense, and Strite put it right in his hands, and he fell across the goal line with a man draped on him for the touchdown. 6-0 Edgar. Out of the gun, Tegan Strite. Play action, he wants to throw. Drops back now, rolls. He's got a man on the flat, wide open. That's Carter Butt down inside the 20, the 15, and knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Trips backfield this time for Edgar. It's going to be Butt right up the middle, inside the 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Carter Butt gets the score from the 10-yard line. They get somebody out there. That's Mayer going out to cover him. Instead, they're going to hand it off to Weisenberger. He's got all kinds of running room down the left side, and he's finally going to be dragged down at about the 25-yard line. Straight out of the gun, Butt's back there with him. They pitch it out to Butt. He's going to try the left side. He's got all kinds of running room over there. Nobody on the edge for the Pacelli Cardinals, and Butt takes it in for the 7-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown of the night. Strite hands it off to Weisenberger, a big hole along the right side. He's got blockers in front of him. Now he cuts it back and gets it down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Strite under center, straight drop, back to pass. Now he steps up, still has time, throws it a little pop over the top. He got his man. It's going to be a touchdown First and 10 for the Wildcats. A pitch to Weisenberger. He's going to try the left corner, use his speed. He got there, broke a tackle inside the 10, 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown. What a run by Colby Weisenberger. 25 yards, used his speed to get the corner, broke a tackle inside the 10 and took it in. And it's going to be second down and a long 5, maybe 6 for the Wildcats. Stride wants to throw. He's got a man, that's Schuett. He catches it, breaks a tackle, first down yardage and more down the far sideline. One man to beat to the end zone, and he is going to get there for a touchdown. You can get away with that stuff in a game where you have a 43-0 lead, but in a tighter ball game, say when they play Colby later this year, that's not going to fly. Here's a pitch. They're going to try to get it around the right side. Running room and more. On the way down the far sideline and cutting it back, staying on his feet all the way to the end zone for the Edgar Wildcats. It's William Hackle taking it the distance. But even early in the game, you were able to get Carter kind of a break. He did score the 2 touchdowns, but you got other guys involved tonight as well.
Yeah, that was kind of the game plan. You know, he carried a lot during the Ellsworth and Stratford game. So tonight our plan was that, yeah, he's not going to carry very much, and you other guys be ready to carry the ball.
Let's bring in Colby Weisenberger now. Obviously, with Carter Butt on the team, you know you're not going to see the ball a lot. But tonight you got the ball a little bit, and you made him pay.
Yeah, you know, he's just so good. It takes the pressure out of everybody else. The O-line played amazing today. Just, I don't know, just good game. I'm Colby Weisenberger, and I'm in the house.
Wrap things up here tonight from Gerke Field and Stevens Point. It was all Edgar. Final score 50-0. This is high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to resume play and start the second half live from Gerke Field here in Stevens Point on the campus of UW Stevens Point. My name is Cale Jacoby alongside Lucas Holheisel doing the production here tonight. Spash Panthers lead the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders 14-9 as we get set to start this second half. Again, that touchdown that put Spash up 14-9 came off that deep pass from Chandana to Charlie Belson. And here is a nice return. Going to be down near the 30-yard line by Ashton Fisher, the running back. And the Panther defense comes out. Wisconsin Rapids offense. And here comes the ground and pound Raider offense back out onto the field. Again, even though Spash, they've got the lead, got to think Coach Eigenberger was talking with his defensive staff and his players about trying to stifle this run game a little bit for Wisconsin Rapids, because the Raiders have really done a nice job as they stifle that one up there. Sager up the middle, gains 1 yard, makes it 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. But again, Wisconsin Rapids, they've really had their way on the ground. And it's been, not big, long gains or anything like that, just 3-4 yards. But you get 3-4 yards every single carry, you'll get a first down every single time. Might take 4 downs, and this is a bit of a miscommunication here. Rasmussen is absolutely swallowed up in the backfield. First one to hit him was Braylon Nystrom back there. Bridger Bolin makes the tackle, and a gain of 0. So that Panther defense, that's probably the best first and second down sequence they've had defensively tonight, giving up just 1 yard in 2 plays. And now you put Wisconsin Rapids in a spot they don't want to be in, especially in their offense, 3rd and 9. And they're going to drop back to throw. Martin, the lefty, high on the throw, incomplete. Intended receiver on the play was Jackson Laskowski. And Laskowski comes up limping here. Hopefully he's all right. He's going to try to walk that off. Defending on that play was Johnny Anietes. And it brings up 4th and 9. First punt of the game for the Raiders. And this is only their 4th drive, including that last drive to end the half. But because their drives have just taken so much time off the clock so far tonight. Good kick. And Anietes muffed it, got it back, makes one man miss, cuts it up the middle, makes another one miss, and he's got some space up the middle here. Anietes is racing down the 20-yard line and taken down at the 22. Anietes, Johnny Anietes on the return, takes it down near the 16-yard line. Again, making the touchdown-saving tackle, or the tackle on the kick, was Ashton Fisher. That's quite the guy to have at kicker for Rapids, a guy that can tackle like Fisher. But all the credit in the world to Anietes. He muffed it first, picked it up, made a couple players miss, and before he knew it, he had wide open space down the field. Taken down. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. Reverse here. Kyle Madalina's got a load of space down the left sideline. Madalina is gone. What a play from the Panthers. The reverse to Kyle Madalina scores it for Spash. Kyle Madalina could not have envisioned any more space than he had that time. Got to give credit to, of course, Madalina, but the play call, the blocking on the edge there, the touchdown for Kyle Madalina. And Spash takes the 20-9 lead. The kick is up, And good from Zugi. Spash takes the 21-9 lead. Coach Eigenberger fired up on the sidelines with his team. 21-9 Spash. We'll take a break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
21-9, Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids in this Valley Football Association matchup. Live on Zaleski Sports. To kick is Mason Dillingham for the Panthers. And a good kick here from Dillingham. This one is not going to have enough to go into the end zone. This winds up a great kick as Fisher has to take it, and he is down at the 6-yard line. What a tackle. And was that Madalena again? Kyle Madalena on the tackle. What a sequence these last few plays for the junior Kyle Madalena. He gets the reverse touchdown just a few minutes ago, and then the huge tackle there at the 6-yard line to stuff Wisconsin Rapids up. But a great kick by Dillingham. Again, he somehow kicked that near the end zone, but the ball just died out on the ground. I think Fisher would have more than willingly let that ball go into the end zone if it would have rolled there, but it just kind of died in the grass. And Madalena makes the play. 1st and 10 from the 6 for the Raiders here. Martin hands off to the outside, running down the sideline, taken down. It's going to be a 1st down for the Raiders. Flag down, though. Flag down after the play. That was Lehman on the carry. Now that flag came out after the play. And the referee is going to discuss it here. And they're still discussing this. And it was after the play, so you really never know what it could be at that time. We could have, I don't want to speculate, but a lot of times after the play, see personal fouls. There was a little bit of, I guess you could call it entanglement there when Lehman was taken down with him and I believe it was Jaron Cease on the tackle, but I didn't see much that would have warranted a flag. It might be something on this side of the field. Again, it was the referee on the opposite side of the play that threw the flag. And they're still talking this over. Well, Spash is pointing to Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids is backing up. Did he call personal foul or holding? I think that was a personal foul called against Wisconsin Rapids. It looked to be the call. They're going to take the Raiders half the distance to the goal here. And, of course, the Spash Panther student section is pretty lively about that one. We'll see where they mark the ball here. But while they do mark it, we'll have a chance to hear from our friends over at the Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. I think it's also time to remind one of the fans in the comment section that this is Spash Wisconsin Rapids. Kimberly's not in this game. That's one thing to remind it. It looks like we got a pretty big Kimberly fan there in the comment section here tonight. Looks like Darren, the big Kimberly fan there. This is Spash in Wisconsin Rapids, for those of you out there that aren't aware. Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids playing here tonight. Martin going to hand off outside on 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. They carry that time. Looks like Lehman again. Gain of a couple. I think they'll give them 2. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for Wisconsin Rapids. And Wisconsin Rapids and Spash, it's a conference matchup, really a clash of styles here tonight. Spash, more the spread offense. Wisconsin Rapids, a ground and pound power run offense, and they're going to power forward again here. That's Cohen Lehman on the carry. And again, we've seen some of the good of running that kind of offense from Wisconsin Rapids and some of the downsides. Again, when you run that offense, you take a lot of time off the clock, which keeps the opposing offense off the field. And especially with the Spash offense that has shown the ability this year to get the quick strike scores, that's very important. But we've also seen when it takes you at least 3 or 4 downs to get first downs, that makes it really hard to punch into the end zone. Rapids has done it once, settled for a field goal the other time. 3rd and 2, and stuffed in the backfield. Rasmussen on the carry. Gains a half a yard. Well, they'll give him a full yard on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and very short. And Wisconsin Rapids, I think they're holding their punt unit. They're going to keep their punt unit off the field. Looks like they're going to go for it here. And again, they've been going for 4th and shorts all night, but from your own 18-yard line, that's quite a bit more risky. They have converted every time, and now we're going to have the punt team come out onto the field. Now, again, I think it's a valid question, though. Normally you would think, well, you're not going to punt from your own 18, but Wisconsin Rapids has converted every time on 4th down tonight. So it's a question, and now they're going to punt to Ani Eddies again, who just had that huge return that set up the Spash score, and he's going to let that one go. And that takes a great Wisconsin Rapids roll all the way past the 30-yard line. It's still rolling, and now a flag. We got a flag down, and a very rare play to have a flag thrown on, when in that case, no one should really be doing anything as the ball is just rolling down there. And I think the ref's going to call block in the back from what it looks like. And again, if that is a block in the back on Spash, Coach Eggenberger's got to be furious at that one, to block in the back when your team's not even going for the ball. Yeah, it's going to be block in the back call against the Panthers. So block in the back on Spash. Again, that is, you don't want to get too hung up on one penalty, but that is not a spot where you should ever get a penalty when you've already called everybody off. The only people who are going for the ball are Raiders, and Spash gets a block in the back when nobody was going for the ball. So it's going to back him up here. No, they're really going back here. And this is a big penalty here. You're going all the way back to the 11-yard line. That's up 15 yards. And then I think 15 yards from where the ball was. But again, in high school, most penalties go from where the penalty took place. It's very different than what you see in the NFL or even in college, how penalties are called in high school football, in the WIAA at least. Chandana hands off up the middle that time to Smola. And he gains a couple there. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Second and 8, Konopacki going to go down to the bottom of your screen. Konopacki's been quiet tonight. Really, the passing game for Spash overall has been quiet, other than that big bomb to Belson. And now they're going to throw it to Madalena. Madalena makes one man miss. Now going down the far sideline. He's going to be very close to the first down marker here. And he's taken out of bounds. And they're going to give him the first down. First down Spash on the throw from Chandana, catch from Madalena. Again, talk a little bit about Konopak. He had those 2 early catches on those 2 quick screens, but since then, it's been quiet. And I only bring that up because Konopaki's had such an unbelievable start to this season for the Panthers. They're going to go outside to Smola here. Smola cuts it up the middle, got some space, falls forward, taken down. Another Spash first down as Smola is taken down near the 34-yard line. And they'll mark it right at the 35. So Smola gets it up to the 35-yard line, 11-yard gain, first and 10 for the Panthers now as their offense churns along here. Their second drive of the half. Going to go to Smola again. Smola makes one man miss in the backfield. Good stutter step there, but a gang of Raiders take him down at the 37. Gain of 2 for Smola. Will bring up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Again, just another reminder that coming up at the conclusion of this game is your Nasonville Dairy postgame show, or will be your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Be sure to stay tuned for that postgame show. We'll have live on-the-field interviews for you with the winning coach and a player from the winning team as well. Madalena comes in motion here. Chandana going to drop back. He's going deep for Konopaki. He beat his man, caught. Ahmad Konopaki is gone. And right on cue, Ahmad Konopaki makes a huge play here for the Panthers and breaks this game open. It's a 60-yard touchdown catch for Ahmad Konopaki. And again, I just mentioned Konopaki having a bit of a quiet night from what we're used to seeing out of him, and right on cue, he absolutely beats his defender. Chandana puts it right on the money. You could not have handed that ball to Konopaki any better than Chandana did, and Konopaki takes care of the rest to the end zone. Touchdown Panthers. It's 27-9, and the kick is up and good. Extra point good from Zugi, and the Panthers have blown this one open. 28-9, Spash over Wisconsin Rapids. We'll take a break. Back in 30 seconds after this on Zaleski Sports.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Welcome back, everybody. 28-9, Stevens Point over Wisconsin Rapids here with 5:29 left in the third quarter. Felt's Dairy Store is Stevens Point's favorite place for cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more, all grown right here in central Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. And we all depend on our water, so let Maher Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. 28-9, Spash, and again, right on cue. Said Konopaki's having a quiet night. Must have heard us from up here. Said, all right, I'll show you a quiet night. I'm going to take a 60-yard bomb to the house. And Konopaki continues his fantastic start to this 2023 season. And another great kick here. Fisher's got to take it from the 1, and Wisconsin Rapids is going to be stuffed inside the 10-yard line again. And again, that ball, it looked for a second like it might roll. I think Fisher was trying to let it roll into the end zone, but it died out right at around the 2-yard line there, and Fisher had to pick it up. Again, those are just a couple of great kicks in a row by Mason Dillingham. He kicks them a little bit closer to the sideline so that Fisher has to kind of run over and decide, do I return this, do I not? I don't think he could even get over there in time on that specific occasion. And then these kicks are just dying in the turf. 1st and 10 from the 9. Handoff outside and stuffed. And a fumble, touchdown Panthers on the fumble recovery in the end zone, and the Panthers are running away with this conference matchup here tonight. And they're giving the recovery and the touchdown to Gavin Stelzer. Gavin Stelzer with the recovery and the touchdown for the Spash Panthers. And Spash goes up 34-9. This has been quite the quarter for the Panthers. They've now scored 20 points here in the third. And again, last week, Amon Konopacki told us after the game that Spash is going to win conference this year. And they're taking another step closer here tonight. And the snap is going to be off the mark here, and Spash will not get this extra point. The snap a little low and out of play there. 34-9 Spash. We'll take a break. Be back with more Valley Football Association Conference football after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Welcome back, everybody. Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids 34-9, live from Gerke Field here in Stevens Point. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And Shuta Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. In both Stevens Point and Plover, let their caring staff be a source of strength in your time of need. And treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. And Dillingham, another kick here. We'll see if he can have as excellent a kick as he's had the last two, where he's pinned with Rapids back in their own 10. This time Fisher's going to return it. Gets under it, returns it, and he's got space down the right side here. Some Panthers closing in, though, and he's taken down just past the 35-yard line. Again, that was Ashton Fisher on the return. And a pretty good return there from Fisher, especially compared to the last couple of spots where the Raiders have had to start their drives. It'll be at the 37-yard line for the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders. And the Raiders have some work to do here. Down 34-9 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And this is where, when you got a team like Wisconsin Rapids, again, we talked about their play style a lot tonight, that power run offense, kind of grind it out. When you're down in a game that's really not an offense that's conducive to getting you back into football games, you got to score quickly. But something tells me the Raiders are going to likely need to stick to what they do and just hope that they can get big runs. And handoff up the middle going to be short for a gain of 1. And that time on the carry was Cohen Lehman. Again, you might say, well, just open it up and throw the ball downfield. Well, if you don't practice a lot of that in practice, and you may not have a quarterback that you feel confident to throw the football down the field. I don't know if that's the case, but Rasmussen's in at quarterback now for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, the Wisconsin Rapids does run a bit of a two-quarterback set. It's kind of a two-quarterback offense. Rasmussen and Martin kind of switch in and out. Martin is in there most of the time, but Rasmussen will come in maybe 25-30% of the time. Again, when you have a quarterback situation like that, it's probably beneficial for your run game, keep those guys' legs fresh, but it's tough for a pass game, and so I don't think we're going to see Wisconsin Rapids abruptly change their style here in this one. Just going to have to hope that they block can block up these Panthers and get some open holes and get some long runs for touchdowns. But the Panthers have done a really nice job defensively here in the second half. Martin, I think, might have a bit of miscommunication there, as Martin is absolutely stuffed in the backfield this time. On the tackle was Brett Standifer. Standifer on the tackle will bring up 4th and 6 for Wisconsin Rapids. And now we look to Spash's offensive style, more spread it out, score quickly kind of a style. You start to think, well, now we'd actually like to grind some clock. We'd actually like to run some clock out here. And now luckily for Spash, even though they run that shotgun set, 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end look most of the time, they've got a running back in Braylon Smola that we've seen on numerous occasions this year can get you tough 3, 4, 5-yard gains. And that's a great punt by Fisher, muffed again by Anietes, and he's going to be taken down at the 10. The first time Anietes kind of muffed one, he took it for a big gain on a return, but that one, he's going to get stuffed up at the 10. He's a little frustrated with himself that time, but Spash will take the ball at the 10-yard line. And, you know, if you're Stevens Point here, also not the worst time to start your drive back in your own territory. That way, if you do score, likely it's going to take you more time, which is really the top priority at this point, up by 25 points. I mean, not quite the top priority, but you'd like to, ideally, if you're Stevens Point here, take as much time as you can off the clock and put it in the end zone. Chandana back there. Hands it off to Smola. Or no, that's in at running back now for Smola, at least on that play, was Izzy Moore. Izzy Moore is that number 2 back for Spash all season, and typically one of the 2 return men back there on kick returns as well. So it's Moore into the game for Smola right now in the backfield. And Coach Eigenberger, as they're going to pass here, going to go to Konopacki, makes one man miss, and what a juke move that was from Konopacki, leaving the Raider in the dust that time. Left Adams behind him that time. That is going to be a Panther first down. So it's 34-9 here, Spash. But again, I can see Braylon Smola starting running back for the Panthers on the sideline right now. My guess, just based on kind of where he's standing, well, he might have moved up closer to coach, but his night might be over. And they're going to go out to Konopacki again. So still passing are the Panthers. So they're getting the ball out to these receivers, and Konopacki especially. Konopacki gains 4 on the play. But again, I think Coach Eigenberger might just be thinking, we're up 34-9. Let's not get our number 1 running back. Let's not get him hit any more than we need to. Shotgun formation here. They're going to send Belson in motion. Handoff up the middle here to Moore. Izzy Moore falls forward to the 35-yard line, and that is going to be very close to a first down. It is good enough for a first down. First down gain that time for Izzy Moore, the senior, at the 35-yard line here. And it is a first down. And the initial call was first down, but they took another look at it, and they do decide first down Stevens Point. Chandana pointing to the defensive end. I think they got him off sides there. Hard count. Got Wisconsin Rapids off sides. And it was offsides. Offsides is the call on Wisconsin Rapids. It'll bring up 1st and 5 for the Panthers. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Here goes Izzy Moore. Down the right side, and Izzy Moore swallowed up there for a gain of a couple. Again, Spectrum Benefit Solutions, they work with businesses of any size to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And that'll be very close to a first down, but not quite. It'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Trips left here for Spash. Chandana hands off up the middle to Moore. Fakes the pass afterwards as well, and Moore going to be stuffed up here. Whistles, blow. And Moore has the first down. So Izzy Moore with the first down. And this is exactly what you want if you're the Spash Panthers. Just slowly but surely plunge your way down the field. Try to take as much time off the clock as you can. And then put the ball in the end zone. Spash really has not had much trouble offensively again here tonight. That's been a theme last few weeks. The Spash offense has really come alive. Last week it was a lot of big plays. This week they've had a couple as well. Gain of 6 there for Izzy Moore. But again, last week, we talked with Coach Eigenberger after the game, and we talked about it. A lot of big plays in their win last week. You had a 50-plus yard run from Braylon Smola that scored a touchdown. You had a wide receiver pass from Charlie Belson to Amon Konopaki deep down the field. Konopaki had a couple of touchdowns in that game. You had 2 long interception returns by Jackson Spees. He had 2 interceptions in that game. And here tonight, we've already seen Konopaki with a long touchdown, Belson with a long catch as well. Handoff to Madalena up the middle. Madalena's got some space here. And Madalena's going to take it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Gain of just over 20 yards there for Kyle Madalena. And this Spash drive continues. And with 15 seconds on the clock, that will likely bring us to the end of the third quarter. Unless Spash decides to call a timeout. Can't imagine they will. And now the clock's running. And that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Stevens Point with a monster quarter. They break this game open. They score 20 here in the third. 20-0 in the third quarter. Your score is 34-9 Spash. We'll step aside, be back with the fourth quarter of action live from Gerke Field in Stevens Point after this on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back, everybody. 34-9 Spash over Wisconsin Rapids in this Valley Football Association Conference matchup. SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Shotgun, Chandana going to drop back. The screen to Braylon Smola, who's back in the game here, and Smola's taken down for the gain of a couple here. Again, making the play that time, it looks like was Riley Adams. And that was a big tackle from Adams because Smola had a lot of room out there if Adams wasn't there. 2nd and 9 here for Stevens Point on the gain of 1. Shotgun, and looks like we have an audible coming in from the sideline. Chandana takes the snap, gives it to Smola. Smola with a little bit of room here, cutting up, now finding more space to the outside, cuts it up again, and down to the 16-yard line for Braylon Smola. The gain of 14 yards for the running back, Braylon Smola. Smola gains the first down for the Panthers. First and 10 now from the 16-yard line. Shotgun, you got Belson and Adam Noskoviak up at the top of your screen. And the throw out there to Madalena. He has got space galore out there. Stiff arms one man into the end zone. Kyle Madalena with another touchdown here tonight. This one a reception on the drag route. Kyle Madalena with the touchdown. Chandana on the pass. And Spash running it up here in the fourth quarter. They go up 40-9 on the touchdown catch from Kyle Madalena. Madalena, that's his second touchdown, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. And here's the extra point from Zugi. Kick is up, and it is good. Spash leads it 41-9. We'll take a break. Be back with more Valley Football Association football live from Stevens Point, Wisconsin after this on Zaleski Sports.
As a proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports, Stevens Point Brewery brings you a variety of gourmet sodas to indulge in while watching your favorite teams. Flavors include black cherry cream, kitty cocktail, mango, orange cream, vanilla cream, and root beer in regular or zero sugar. Have it as a float for the perfect post-game treat.
Welcome back, everybody. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction has been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. To kick off, it's Dillingham for Spash. They lead it 41-9. They have totally broken this one open here in the second half. The Fisher takes the return, and Fisher carrying some Panthers on his back for a couple of yards out to the 28-yard line. (41-9). Spash leads Wisconsin Rapids. .30-yard line. It is Wisconsin Rapids taking the drive. Oh, we got an injured player down here. So with that injured player, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back when we get you a little update on this injury right after this on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and on Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. From oil changes, check engine lights, brakes, struts, shocks, tires, your vehicle is always in good hands with Auto Select. Quality, dependable automotive care from service experts you can trust in Stevens Point and Plover.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Welcome back, everybody. That was Ashton Fisher, injured player on the field for Wisconsin Rapids. He walked off the field under his own power. Happy to see that. Hopefully Fisher can make a quick recovery, maybe get back into the game here, and just hope that he's all right. 1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids. Martin hands up the middle, and the Panthers swallow him up right near the line of scrimmage here. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8 here for Wisconsin Rapids. And it looks like we've also got Mason Dillingham warming up on the Stevens Point sideline, so we might get to see Dillingham in at quarterback on the Spash Panthers' next drive. Martin goes up the middle again. I believe that was to Lehman. Again, in that formation, tough to see who the ball carrier is until they come out of the pile. And on the carry that time was Caden Sager. Gain of a few. Brings up 3rd and 4 here for the Raiders. 9.5 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Again, Spash with a win would improve to 2-0 in conference. Keep pace at the top of the conference. Martin hands up the middle, and this will be close. Gain of, maybe one or two. They give him 2 yards here. It'll bring up 4th and 2 on the carry from Sager. As in a minute, we'll take a look at other games going on around the state of Wisconsin, live on Zaleski Sports. And now we're going to have, the punt unit's going to come out for Wisconsin Rapids. They're going to punt, 4th and 2, at their own 37-yard line. So Rapids will punt away, and I think we will get a chance to see starting quarterback the backup quarterback, Mason Dillingham, come out onto the field for the Panthers. Here's the punt. Fisher. Pretty good punt. And lands, takes a Spash bounce and picked up there at the 32-yard line, and out comes the Panther offense. I think we're going to have a lot of new faces out here on the Panther side. And we do. It is Dillingham coming in at quarterback. I also see some new receivers out there. Cole Miller, Jackson Stetler. Izzy Moore in at running back again for Braylon Smola. And coming into tonight, Spash was tied at the top of the conference at 1-0 with DC Everest and Wausau West. Handoff up the middle to Moore, gains a few. And speaking of DC Everest, we've got another Valley Football Association football game on for you tonight on Zaleski Sports. It's Marshfield and DC Everest at DC Everest. DC Everest leads that one 14-0 in the 4th quarter over the Tigers there at DC Everest. (41-9). Shotgun here. Dillingham hands off up the middle to Moore. Gains a couple. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. Here for the Spash Panthers. Again, DC Everest leads Marshfield 14-0 at home for the Evergreens. As the Spash looks to continue to stay atop this conference. Again, this is just last week, Wisconsin Rapids, they kept it close with Wausau West for much of that game, all the way until the fourth quarter. It was 7-0 against Wausau West into the fourth. Wausau West did wind up winning 21-0, but again, we've had a lot of. We're in conference season now in football. That's going to be a fall start, maybe offsides. See what they call offsides on Wisconsin Rapids. This will be an automatic first down for the Panthers. But again, you take a look at this Valley Football Association conference this year. With Spash after this game going to be at the top, still at the top of it at 2-0. And of course, Spash will play DC Everest. Excuse me. Will play DC Everest a week from today here at home. So again, that'll be a massive matchup. Both teams likely going to be 2-0 unless Marshfield can make a comeback down 14-0 in that fourth quarter. Shotgun. Dillingham going to hand off to Izzy Moore, and Moore running up the middle down near the 50-yard line. Going to gain 7 or 8 for Izzy Moore. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 3 now for the Spash Panthers. But again, coming into this, I misspoke. I forgot Marshfield also tied at the top of the conference here tonight. There's one team I was forgetting. Yeah, and only one game in. So you got half the conference at 1-0, half the conference at 0-1. Coming into tonight, it was DC Everest, Marshfield, Spash, and Wausau West tied at the top of the conference at 1-0. Marshfield likely will drop to 1-1 in conference play after losing to DC Everest tonight. And 14-0 with about 9 minutes left in the game over there at DC Everest. 2nd and 4 here for the Panthers, and that's going to be a false start. Looks like Moore moved in the backfield, and Moore's pretty upset. Maybe it's on the offensive line. The offensive line might not have known the snap count because Chandana looked like he was expecting the ball as well. So that might be a situation where the false start's on kind of the entire offensive line. Nonetheless, goes down as a false start. 2nd and 9, Panthers. Here's the handoff outside to Moore. Moore's got some space, cutting up the middle, breaking out of one tackle, and he's got a first down. And did he fumble it? I thought, looked like Wisconsin Rapids players may have thought the ball was on the ground, but I don't know. Moore's got the ball. Maybe he dropped it for a second and picked it back up. Ball stays with the Panthers, and it's a first down for Spash. And based on some Wisconsin Rapids players' reactions, it looked like they might have been thinking that it was a fumble, but couldn't see it from here. Nonetheless, Izzy Moore comes out of it with a first down carry. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. But again, as we look to next week, Wisconsin Rapids will play Hortonville at home. Again, Spash is coming off a 26-10 win against Hortonville. I can tell you, even with that score, that Hortonville team, no pushover, having called that game last week. Izzy Moore up the middle. So Rapids will play Hortonville a week from tonight. And Spash will be here at home at Gerke Field against DC Everest. That'll be a matchup between two teams tied at the top of the conference. And they might also be tied with Wausau West at that point, as Wausau West is playing Wausau East tonight. Again, don't have that one live for you, but my guess is Wausau West likely will win that matchup, based on what I know of those two teams thus far this year. Here's the handoff up the middle, or a little touch pass to, I believe that's Jackson Stetler. Stetler on the reception will gain maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 here for the Panthers. 3rd and 9 here on this Friday night. Really nice weather here from Gerke Field here tonight. It was a little warm earlier on, had the sun. Again, here at Gerke Field, it's a beautiful place to play football. Of course, the home of the UW Stevens Point Pointers as well as the Pacelli Cardinals Spash Panthers. But, beautiful turf field. Got a lot of seating area, even though Spash Panther fans fill it up to the brim most nights here, and it's that way again here tonight. But great field. But again, the only downside is the sun sets kind of right. Oh, here's a fumble, and Stetler gets on it. That's going to bring up 4th and very long here for the Panthers. It'll bring up 4th and 16, and second unit in there. Luckily, Stetler able to get on it, and got to think Spash will punt here on 4th and 16. But again, the only downside of the Gerke Field here is that the sun sets right in your eyes in the press box, and then obviously right in the eyes of the home fans as well, sitting on the same side. Other than that, really a perfect field to play football. And Spash is, they're waiting for a call here. I can't imagine they go for it on 4th and 16, but 2:41 left. Maybe you just try to pull a play out. I think Coach Eggenberger's got another little problem with some call out there on the field. Or he needs a clarification on something at least. He doesn't look happy. You can tell by the body language of Eigenberger's back that he's not happy with something that's going on. The referee is shrugging. I don't know what that was about there. Again, no on-field mic. We don't have Coach Eigenberger mic'd up tonight, unfortunately. So not sure what that was about. All I can tell you is that Coach Eigenberger was upset about something and is still upset about something. And the referees, now the referee is getting a little upset, it looks like, with Coach Eigenberger. And it's 4th down, going to be a punt anyways. One thing I can assure you is whatever the call was or was not going to be, it will not affect the result of this game as far as the score is concerned. And the punt away and a flag down here. And what is this flag? Another flag way at the end of the play. And did we get a call? I think I hear Spash student section cheering here. There's a call against Wisconsin Rapids. So personal foul call. Again, I'm not one to point a finger at refs, but we haven't done a great job of being clear with our calls tonight. The calls against Wisconsin Rapids, it's a personal foul, and I think they said first down. This might be Stevens Point ball. I've got no idea what is going on out on the field right now. I wish I could offer those of you watching more clarification on these calls. I have no idea what. I mean, Wisconsin Rapids just walked 15 yards back this way, making me think it was going to be Stevens Point ball. It was a personal foul call. That's 15-yard penalty. But I think they're just going to back Rapids up after, since it occurred after the play. They're going to back Wisconsin Rapids up after the play, so they keep the ball, which makes sense. That seems like the right call. It was just very confusing as to how it was being called. Nonetheless, it's 1st and 10. We got 2 minutes left in the ball game. I think maybe the referees are looking at the clock, seeing what time it is, waiting to get home. 41-9 Spash here in this one. It is 2nd and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids. As again, this has just been all Spash all second half. Wisconsin Rapids actually had the lead at one point in this game. They were up 9-7 as that play is going to go nowhere. Wisconsin Rapids had the lead in this game at one point. They were up 9-7. So you think about that with the score we're at now. It was 9-7 in the second quarter, early in the second quarter for Wisconsin Rapids. Stevens Point has scored 34 straight. The bulk of those coming in the second half. And now we got another stoppage. Or maybe just potentially injured player for Stevens Point. Looks like Connor Scarston, the junior, limping off the field a little bit here. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he can just walk that off and be okay. But Scarston's going to come out. So that was the stoppage that time. Brings up 3rd and 8 here for Wisconsin Rapids. Third and 8. Here is the handoff, and going to gain a few, not much. And we'll bring up 4th and short. Before the game's over, going to want to shout out one person I know is watching. Just got a message, a Professor Steve Hill from University of Wisconsin Stevens Point. Teaches right across the street there. Thanks, Professor Hill, for watching here tonight. Spash Panther fan. Thanks to all you Panther fans, all you Wisconsin Rapids Raider fans as well, everybody. Or if you're just a WIAA football fan tuning in tonight, thank you for tuning in. And don't mistake that for a goodbye here tonight. Don't forget that coming up next is your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. That is going to bring us to the end of this one, and I think that ended on a fumble. Wisconsin Rapids fumbled, recovered by Luke Trilek, the defensive back. Spash gets the win here tonight, 41-9 over the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders. Spash improves to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Wisconsin Rapids falls to 0-4, 0-2 in conference play. Coming up next, your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Be sure to stay tuned for that postgame show. We will have live on the field interviews for you. We'll be talking with Coach Eigenberger as well as our Highlight House player of the game, Kyle Madalena. So we'll step aside here from the great folks over at Nasonville Dairy and be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Grab me for I did. All right, so I'll talk to Coach first, and I'll grab you, Kyle, okay? All right, so let's see. Probably go right here. Are we good?
All right, welcome back, everybody, to your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Joined now by Coach Eggenberger of the Spash Panthers. And, Coach, just saw you got the Gatorade bath there, water bath there. Talk about, your second conference win of the season, first one at home this year. Talk about this game here tonight, 41-9, big win for you guys.
I think Rapids played a really good game. They were tough on us. And we knew that. They played really tough last week, and we knew it was going to be a battle. Obviously, it's a rivalry game, but you just have that respect. They do a great job over there, and I'm just so happy for our players. I know how much it means to them, and we just really wanted it bad for the senior group. So I'm really happy, and I'm proud of all the effort all these guys put in.
Yeah, and then 2 conference games this season. You gave up 10 points last week, just 9 points this week, 19 total. Talk about how you guys play defensively tonight. Obviously, Wisconsin Rapids with a kind of ball control, ground and pound offense. How did you guys prepare for that, and how did you guys execute here tonight defensively?
We know that we have to be assignment sound when we play a team like Rapids. They're doing some triple options, some veer option stuff, some dive options. So we got to make sure that we got everybody covered up whenever we're doing that. So that's all we did to prepare is, hey, it might be a solo tackle. You got to be able to make a play, and we got some playmakers on defense, and they've been doing that.
And back-to-back weeks now, you guys have had a lot of big plays offensively, and then tonight a special teams big play as well. I guess, is that something you have confidence in your guys and your skill players that you guys can bring that kind of, firepower week in, week out?
Yeah, absolutely. We just know that we got a lot of athletes out on the perimeter, and our line's playing physical up front, so it really just opens up a lot of holes. I think that Rapids came in and they wanted to stop the run against us, and they did a pretty good job with that. So we said, okay, we got to take what they're giving us, and we were ready for that as well. So our guys were making some plays.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, now we're joined by our Highlight House player of the game, Kyle Madalena. And Kyle, 41-9 conference win for you guys. I saw you guys give Coach the Gatorade bath there. Talk about this second conference win of the season, first one at home here for you guys tonight.
Yeah, it's always good to beat Rapids. We practiced hard all week, came prepared, and we knew they were going to be physical. We just had to play our game, and they were chippy, and we kept our composure like Coach said all week and came out on top.
Yeah, and then last week in your conference game against Hortonville, a lot of big plays offensively. This week, a lot of big plays offensively. I guess talk a little bit about you. You had 2 touchdowns tonight, a rushing one, a catching one. Talk about your confidence as a player in your skill players, your guys' overall confidence in your guys' ability to make plays there and out of the skill positions.
Yeah, obviously the skills have a lot of confidence. We practice hard every day of the week. We go into practice just preparing for the next, and we just give it our best, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, and then I just talked to Coach about your guys' defense tonight and last week. 19 points in 2 games for you guys. I guess talk about your guys' confidence in that side of the football for this team. That's 2 weeks in a row where you've held teams to 10 or less here in conference play. Talk a little bit about that and your guys' confidence, especially as one of the offense playmakers on this team as well.
Yeah, our defense has been phenomenal this season. They've allowed 19 points in 2 conference games. It's awesome to see. They give us a ton of momentum going on to offense. Yeah! Lots of stops. Special teams has been clicking lately, so it's all just a snowball effect.
Yeah, and then as you guys move forward, based on who we've interviewed this year, you guys have made it no mistake. You guys are trying to go for that conference title this year, and you're off to a really good start so far. Talk about, as you guys move forward, what are the things you guys need to continue to work on and continue hammering at to try to make that a reality? And, next week you got a good DCF first team coming up.
Right. Yeah, our game plan all year is the first thing Coach says is be physical, and you have to be physical to win football games, and I think our team's doing a great job of that.
All right, last thing we're going to do is put you in the house. I know you know how this works, so our camera's right up. I don't know if you can see him up there. He's in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th window there.
Yep.
So look up there. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. Okay. Then you know what to do. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Kyle Madalena, and I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot, man. Congrats on the win. Yep. All right, that was Kyle Madalena, our Highlight House player of the game here tonight. The Spash Panthers get the 41-9 win over the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders here tonight. Again, Spash now 2-0 in conference play. They're tied atop the conference didn't see how that DC Everest Marshfield game ended up. Both those teams were 1-0 coming into tonight, but DC Everest had the 14-0 lead over Marshfield in the fourth quarter of that game. So if they were able to hold it out, they would improve to 2-0 as well. And then Wausau West likely also got a win here tonight, improving to 2-0. So we got a 3-way tie up at the top of the conference, and it's going to be Stevens Point and DC Everest here at Gerke Field next week. That's going to be a huge game. when you look back at the end of the season on who wins this conference, that's going to be a huge game coming up next week. Both those teams undefeated in conference so far. That brings us to the end of our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. And that's going to bring us to the end of our broadcast here tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us. It was a great game. Spash gets the 41-9 win over Wisconsin Rapids. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time right here on Zaleski Sports.